Hey there, and happy Thursday. So I'm back in my craft room for you guys and excited to, A, I got to do some stamping myself, and B, I cleaned off my station after that so that I could bring you another card for some inspiration here. So bringing you some fall inspiration, and it gives me a chance to talk to you guys a little bit about the excitement, hashtag, or slash frustration with the All About Autumn Suite collection. Hi there, Val. So I have my mini catalog open so that I can go through the products that are that make up this collection of products and kind of give you some insight about what is in, what is out, when it's coming back in stock and such. Number one, the excitement is it's a gorgeous bundle or collection, and with that comes the frustration of everybody wants it. And so the paper alone came in Monday for like 4 to 5 hours max, and it was sold out. So I tried to get in touch with as many people as I could to say, hey, it's in, placed orders, and helps people with that. And I saw orders come through, so it made me relieved. But then I heard from more people like, oh, you know, I didn't get mine either. So that hurts my heart too, because I want everybody to have the great products and such. But let me get my camera turned around so I can talk to you a little bit more about that as I show you the products too. Hi there, Val. Thanks for joining in. All right. So this card is from the class that I did in Madelia through their community ed program there. Tracy Henry, shout out to her for doing a fantastic job welcoming me for years and years there now. And I have a good following there, so it's exciting to always go back and see the same people, new people, and such there too. So this is the card that I'm going to be making for you today. It comes from this mini catalog here. And so you can see, obviously, like the gorgeous samples on page 42 and 43. Oops. And so the bundle is in. So when I'm stamping and die cutting, the dies and the stamps are in. The oxidized paper that was out for a while, that is back in now. The distressed tile folder, I'm using that. Well, I'm using this today, I should say. The distressed tile folder I'm going to use today too. That is in. This is out till November, I want to say 13th. The ribbons, they'll be back in October 23rd. They're so pretty too. And then this paper has been in and out. And so October 23rd is when it is expected to be back. I do have a list right next to my computer that I check often to see like, hey, what do people want? And if you want me to add your name to any products, I mean, this is the big one lately, or so it seems, but to let you know, let me know if you prefer a text or an email. Some of you check texts more often than emails, so I don't want you to miss out, but that's kind of the expected return of the things that aren't in right now. So let me get to making this card because this was such a fun card for them. Hi, Fran. Hi, Deb. Thanks for popping in. So to start with this, I have some copper clay cardstock for my card base here folded this way. And then, of course, the pretty paper. So I have all sorts of the pretty paper here that you've seen me use and such. And so I thought since there was choices in Madelia, and this was my sample, I would use the other piece that I had for them as a choice out of the pretty All About Autumn paper here. So I'm going to use that. And before I get started with my other pieces, I'm going to run these through with an embossing folder through my cut and emboss machine here. So the distressed tile 3D embossing folder is really nice because you've got this distressed tile look. The distressed meaning some of it goes through more clearly than others. And so that's what gives it a fun look. Let me make sure I've got the right plates here before I get to, okay. So what I've done ahead of time is I have taken this card base and scored it. Hey there, Jean. Jean just gained a new daughter in a fun way. Her son got married, and I'm so excited for her because being a mom of all boys myself, to get that daughter, like, officially, she's been with the family for a while, but officially is so fun. And Jean, I couldn't be more thrilled for you. Thanks for popping on. Hi there, Kay, and hi, Maureen. So, so we've got this here. So what I'm going to do is take my distressed tile folder embossing, or distressed tile embossing folder. Can you tell, like, it's been long days. The guys let me go home shortly after 1 o'clock last night, and then I get worried about them. So I probably fell asleep shortly after 3:30 something a.m. And they didn't stop harvesting out of the field. They didn't get until at least 7 this morning. So they pulled at least a 24-hour shift with harvesting. And I tell you, they're tired today, but they felt like it was worth it because it's raining really well right now. Okay, so what I did is just lined up. I feel like it looks crooked, but I think it is straight. So where I have creased the halfway, or scored it, I should say, that's where I've put it in that folder. And I just wanted to make sure that it lines up nicely, because that way it just makes it easier to go through the machine too. Hi there, Nancy. Okay, so I'm going to put that directly on that thick, chunky plate number 1, and then this is that plate number 4, because it's a 3D folder here. So then what we've got here is that distressed tile, and you can see there's some areas that didn't show up as well as others, and that's what makes it distressed. I love the look. All right, so I'm just gonna shoot this back through there with this leaf. And this is cut 3 inches by 5.5, so it directly you can get 2, put it that way. I don't know. Like I said, my brain's tired. I don't know where directly came from. So you can cut it in half and make 2 cards from each of those pages. So out of my sheets, there's 48 in the package. I have done so much with that for all, like I did 4 classes, and just using pieces like this and like the little squares and full sheets, all sorts of stuff I have done. I've used a lot of that paper, but still have a lot left out of the 2 packages. So I think that's kind of cool too. So now that I've run this through my distressed tile embossing folder, it kind of highlights some of the areas more than others too. And at the class, people kept feeling it. It just totally changes the feel of the paper too, in a fun way. It almost feels almost like a fancy napkin, thicker than toilet paper, unless you've been to Europe. They have different toilet paper over there. I just know from when I was living there as a foreign exchange student, their toilet paper was like kind of interesting. Enough about that though. Okay, so I'm going to take my bone folder here, give that a good crease there, and this will be my card front. And then what I did is took another strip of that pretty All About Autumn paper here, and this has kind of that coppery embossed look, if the camera's picking that up. And it on the back side were the books. I love books, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to just have the pretty side showing. So I'm going to put that on first with my, my seal adhesive here. Get that going. Okay. And I leave a little edge here about, I don't know, between like 1/2 to 1/4 inch, just visual, not any fancy measurement has to come out. And then this I'm going to put right on there next. And so this, I always say, well, anytime I use my seal adhesive, to kind of have a light hand on it, and especially anything that's been embossed, especially with the 3D embossing folders, just because sometimes that can make it want to stick to that tape more than anything. So we've kind of got the embossed on top of the embossed, but look at that, how fun already that is together. So I'm just gonna give that a good press down like so. And then to start building up my card, ahead of time, I die cut a couple of the pieces from the Nested Essentials. Let me show you the Nested Essentials dies. And so they have, all these different shapes, you guys. Like anytime I cut extra, I just leave them right in my packaging there, so I have them for next time. So I'm using the 2 sizes that are kind of in the middle here, and then these are the other ones. So you might go, oh yeah, that's right, I got that one because I loved it. Okay, so for this, I'm just going to now open up my copper clay ink pad, and from the Autumn Leaves stamp set, I'm going to ink up the sentiment that says autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. Love that. Love the copper clay ink there. And so this is going to go directly on top of the next size matting here, which is, so this is very vanilla on top of copper clay, like so. And then now this I'm going to pop up with some dimensionals to add that to our card, like so. Okay, we've got this going here. And I'm not catching comments like as they come in always tonight. If you have them, I am checking back and forth a little bit. My son has been doing field work, and he took my our iPad out in the tractor, and I don't blame him. Those are long days. So I'm just going to kind of put that off to the side like so, and I'm just loving the color coordination. I love fall colors. I love our neutrals line, and so cards like this, just putting them together make me instantly happy because of the colors used. So let me bring back over my cut and emboss machine here, and I'm going to switch out the plates a little bit from embossing to cutting now, and I'm going to run through these leaf dies so you can see not only shaped like the leaves but gives little indentation cuts and kind of folds in there like an embossed look, both. So this is from the All About Autumn, and so I want to do this leaf that way. And now this is that oxidized paper, so pretty cool stuff there. It's like a coppery look. This is, you know, the 6x6. The oxidized paper is a 12x12, so it's both copper and has some copper and pretty peacock in there. So that's been really popular for the fall season. I'm going to use my take your pick tool and just poke that leaf out that way like so. So pretty. And then I'm going to take and pop this leaf out like so. Some of these cards I've been making for you for my classes, I have kind of all these pieces, so I haven't been doing die cutting. And tonight I realized when I was prepping for this class, like I cut just enough because of time. And so I'm like, it's not a bad thing, because then if you've been watching for a while and I'm kind of piecing my cards together, it kind of shows people maybe that are newer to card making, like where the pieces are coming from, and to see it in action there. So I needed 2 of that same leaf with the oxidized copper designer series paper. Okay, so I've got that cut out. So then I'm just going to take and flip over my leaf here, and I think I just need like 1 dimensional. And that's going to just kind of pop and sit on top there. Hi there, Pam. Good to have you on here. Pam and Becky, sisters watching together. Love that. All right. And then I'm going to take this one too and just put like 1 dimensional on there, and then have that off to the side like so. And then I'm going to put this dimensional a little bit lower on this leaf so that it just kind of sticks together like so. So we've got that. So it kind of looks like falling leaves on there. And then the ribbon that was sold out, I'm like, you know what do we have in our collection that would be similar? So I've got that wavy trim, and that's from the annual catalog. It's a great choice. So what I'm going to do is just kind of do like a ribbon attachment here. Get a ribbon. I think this looks like the breast cancer ribbon or something, just that little peak of a look there too. So I'm going to press a glue dot right onto the ribbon like so. And so that way when this comes around like so, we have that little bit of a fold in there. And then I'm just going to take another glue dot here and press that on the back side, so it can just then attach to my card like so. So it's always fun to just have some different textures on there like that. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, I just love like all the textures between the embossing folder, the ribbons, the papers, everything. It just is fun, fun, fun. So to finish it for more embellishments, what I'm going to pull out is the Neutrals Adhesive Back Sequins, the speckled dots that everybody loves that kind of goes with this suite. Those are sold out. Well, now these are sold out. So I think everybody kind of went to plan B and went, okay, what can we do here? So, as you can see, like my sheets are getting less and less here too because of the speckled dots being sold out. I keep myself going for plan B. So I'm just going to take the larger size of the two. So each of the 4 different colors has like a larger and a smaller. So I'm going to start with that, that larger one first, and then the smaller. Oh, my take your pick tool picked up 2 of them. What are the odds? Okay, I don't think I could do that again if I tried, and it picked up both the adhesive backs on there too. I was making sure that it didn't just scoot off without the sticky back. Okay, so putting the large one there, and then a couple of the smaller size ones up there. Thank you, Marie. Maureen, you're always so sweet with your comments. So yeah, just a fun way to add just a little bit more to finish the card. And then for the inside, being this is just kind of a in general note card, I'm grabbing a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 of Very Vanilla, and I'm just going to take the leaves that are paired together here from the Autumn Leaves stamp set and just ink that up in the copper clay. Hi there, Sherry. Good to have you on here. And I'm just going to stamp that out in the corner like so. And I did just re-ink that because I was finishing up something else, so it's a little bit maybe blotchier than usual. But what I love about the stamps, the bolder leaf stamps that are in the Autumn Leaves, is that there's kind of the 2-tone, so you can see like the outside inside, so it almost looks like I've maybe used 2 different stamps to fill in and do the outline, but that is just one stamp because of the way it has been designed by the artist, which is great. All right, so I'm going to just put this in the inside like so, give that a press down, and there we have our completed card for today. So yes, Becky's like, I can't wait to get the paper. You and 14 million other people, or so it seems. Okay. So what I have here is my October code. Thank you for those of you that have ordered already this week, because it was free shipping Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it was busy days. Like some of you guys, I literally talked to while I was out in the tractor, or like you would email or text, and then I would get to the end, and if I had to wait for my son, which isn't often, or waiting for a semi to come or something, I would place orders. Even one night, my son was doing these little strips, and I got on the little like walkie-talkie thing, and I'm like, hey, I know it's 11 o'clock, but I have a customer that's waiting for a call back from me to help her place her order because she's a night owl like we are. And he's like, yep, now's a good time. So I literally call her with my phone in my hand and placing her order through my phone and such to get in on free shipping before the deadline. So just kind of fun times, and I kind of am getting to know my customers too, like who's the night owl, who are the people that are up and early, you know, and so that's kind of fun too. But with that, this week, I am doing like different weekly specials the month of October. So this week, anybody that's placing an order of $75 or more, I am giving them a Tinsel Gems 3-pack. So some of you that have ordered through the free shipping, I snuck those into your order, and others of you, I am going to be sending those out. So you might open up your box and go, there's Tinsel Gems in here that I didn't order. Don't worry, you haven't paid for them either. So that's kind of the fun surprises, getting something that you didn't pay for, and that is why. And on your receipt, you'll see that it's listed but not charged for too. So, and for those, like I said, some of those I will be mailing out in the mail too soon. And then next week it'll be a different package of embellishments and so on. So that, like I said, is card number 2 from the Middelia card class that I did, 2 out of 6. So I've got 4 more from that class to show you. Have a good rest of your night, and see you when I see you. Bye-bye.